Right, so I thought I'd do a 3 week update. As you can see, I've got a few corals in. These are from my tank in the garage, so stuff be getting moved into this tank, obviously. And yeah, so tank, so 3 weeks old. So let's go through it then. Because as you can see, you've got a couple of fish in there, new, and some corals. So I started the tank with Fritz Turbo, like a cycle accelerator. And then I added my chromies. Some of my chromies were my original chromies. I think I spoke about it. That cycled about 9 or 10 tanks. Added a few more chromies. Got to week 2, had a tiny ugly stage. It lasts for about 2 days. You can tell with the tank smell as well that it's kind of going through its cycle as well. So yeah, so we're at week 3 now, and we're up with it. Like I say, I've added my gonnies from my other tank. Apart from this one here, my mate brought me this one down. So, but yeah, got all my gonnies. They're all kind of quite happy. But apart from this one's just sulking a little bit. It was out the other day. But I think just got to get used to the flow. There's a bit of softer flow in the other tank, but it'll be absolutely fine. I've added my vaginal cardinals from my other tank, simply because they're a very hardy fish. So I've got no issues with them. And I've added 2 baby regals. So let's talk about them. And as you can see, the actual water quality of my tank is absolutely crystal clear, and I'll talk about that again in a minute. So, reason behind the regals, my missus's favourite tang, the regal. I like the regal, but I didn't want to add a regal later when I've added my tangs in. So I've got 2 tangs to bring in from my other tank, and I didn't want to risk them having fights, getting stressed, and a breakout of ick. So I thought I'd get 2 babies. I got 2. Thinking like I might lose one, so I got 1 because tangs are known for getting stressed and ick. But no, these 2 just settled right in. They swim with the chromies. I think they've got an identity issue at the moment. When the chromies wake up, they wake up and they all swim together. So yeah, they don't seem to be fazed by absolutely anything. So I know bringing my other tangs in, they're not really going to bother too much because they're being brought into a new tank, and there's no territorial rights at the moment. So that's why I got them 2 babies, because it's my missus's favourite fish. I do actually like them actually, and I was thinking I might lose one, but they've been in for about 4 days now, and there's no issues with them, no signs of stress, no signs of absolutely anything. They're feeding well on frozen and flake. Like I say, they basically swim around with the chromies all day, and they do what the chromies do. When the chromies eat the flake, they go up and they eat the flake. The old vaginals are coming to see me. I've had these guys a long time, probably about 5-7 years. So yeah, so that's where I'm up with my tank. Like I say, I've introduced a few corals. Don't get me wrong, I'm not naive. It is an early tank. I've added some SPS. Probably will lose a couple of them, but I'm quite prepared to do that. I just hate looking at you know, I keep marine fish. Like, we're not known for reef tanks. You know, we're not known for our patience, and just looking at a tank full of rock, it's just very boring. So I've added a few of my chalices, so I'll go around. So I've had my pink booty chalice there. I've added my jelly bean. I've added my 2 torches that I had in my other tank. I added them a week ago actually, because I wanted to see the flow. So they're first ones in. And then another couple of like jelly beans. And then like strawberry shortcake there. And yeah, just a few other bits. So I also sent an ICP test off on Friday, so I should have the results back from that, so I can see where I'm at with my tank. I've just took the Roafros and the carbon out of my tank. So carbon was running for 2 weeks, Roafros was running for 1 week, just because they help take a lot of nasties out of your tank with a new tank as well. My water quality, like I say, is looking really good. probably putting that down a bit to the UV as well. So I know a few of you commented on my UV position, and I don't disagree with you, but it's a simple fact, I had nowhere else where I could put it. It had them out there, because this is really for a pond. So this is a pond UV. The same company do tank UVs, but they're smaller. I put a pond UV in because I wanted a larger water surface for the water to go across and be treated. So, but what I will say, I kept the pipe size large. So the pipe size is about 28 mil going into it, and with a good pump. So I will be surprised if I have got air in there, because it pushed a lot out and it's pushing a lot of flow through as well. So, and like I say, my water quality is crystal clear. So I've got the reef mat as well. But I do actually think this UV is actually doing something. Sometimes I've had UVs and it's hard to tell if are they actually doing something or not. But I'm very impressed with the water quality of stuff. So yeah, so that's where I'm at 3 weeks. What I will be doing, I'll be getting my ICP test back this week, so I'll see exactly where I'm at. Next week I will bring another fish out of my other tank in the garage, because like I say, I'm running a tank in the garage, which isn't the ideal thing. So I'll bring another fish out from there and add that. Then I'll slowly start bringing my fish out and adding them slowly, not to overstress the bio load of the tank. So these are getting fed 3 times a day. A few copepods in the morning, flake, lunchtime, and then just frozen food. But again, yeah, ugly stage. No, not a lot really. I kind of got away with it, but every tank I've set up is always slightly different. So you can have issues with things leaching, rock leaching, and a lot of this rock came out of another tank. So this is the TMC Eco stuff. This is 1 full piece here, that was a new piece, and just that piece over there was a new piece. All the rest come out of a previous other tank that I then soaked in RO water for a long time. So I don't think I've had any issues from then. So, but generally I'm really happy with the tank, the build, the lights. As you know, I've got the ATI 153 flex, and then running 2 blades to get a bit of an angle and shading. All the equipment I've got, I'm happy with that as well, what it's doing. I've still got to build the cabinet and everything, but I'm not in a rush, because I'm not fully decided how I'm going to do that. Whether I want glass viewing screens on the sump area, or how I'm going to do that. I have been working on my RO system in the garage, getting it back in the RO back into the garage and set up. My water tank comes this week, which will then hopefully gravity feed, because at the moment that's plumbed into the RO on the ball valve, and I can just top that up straight off the RO unit. But I'm having the big tank put up high, and that should gravity feed, I'm hoping, into that for the top up water, because like I say, in my sump there's no RO compartment. Just get that all. So yeah, I'm not really looking to add any more corals for a while. Like I say, I've just added a few there. So that's out my previous tank as well. So let's get in here, see. So the polyps are out. So I'm not planning on adding any more corals as such. Just slowly introduce my fish, and then I'll look into Pacific acros into the new year and stuff. So, but having said that, if a nice acro pops up, I could be tempted. Like, it's getting to Christmas time now, I'm going to be having a week off. I've got to find something to do in that time. So, pop round. But yeah, see, like, the gummies are all okay. And the toxic splatter, that's out of my old tank as well. I've had that for absolute donkey's years. It's a kind of thing. So yeah, there's a few brought out. Also, it gives. I love my gonnies, and I find it hard not to have gonnies. The torches, I'll be honest, I'm not that fussed about. But I have had I have had these for about over a year now, so thought I'd put them in, and it does show me the flow of the tank as well, which helps. But yeah, there you are. There's the like I say, little baby regals that think they're chromies. So all doing well. So no spots and stuff like that. So my next fish getting introduced out of my other tank will probably be I have a couple of angels, so I put one of the angels in, then the following like 2 to 4 weeks I put the other angel in. Then it'd be my tangs, and then my last ones will be, got a famous wrasse, a silver belly wrasse, and an algae leanie. They will go in a lot later when I feel the tank's got enough copepods and amphipods and everything for it to sustain them ones. They are all eating frozen apart from the algae leanie, but my wrasses are, but I just don't want to risk the wrasse. So they will go on probably between February and April next year, depending on how this tank goes. So that's the 3-week stage of the tank. I'll do a short one on 4 weeks just to see, just to let you know how it's going, and then I'll just do it every couple of weeks. I'll just do a little video on updated tank, any issues that I'm having, whether I do get a really ugly spell, which I'm kind of thinking I'll bypass, but we'll see. Anyway, it's enough of me rambling on, and thanks for looking at the video.